Hey everyone, and welcome to Milo Game Reviews, where we review games both new and old on all platforms. If you like the content that I make, then please subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell so you never miss a review when it comes out. For the first review on the channel, we will talk about the newly released game Mario Kart World for the Nintendo Switch 2 that launched earlier this week. I actually went to the store on launch day at 8 AM to buy the Switch 2, and it was the first time I experienced getting a console on launch day. When I arrived, there was already one other eager fan waiting, and when the store opened up, there were about 15 of us who all got to buy a Switch 2 with some games. The highlight of the game releases is of course Mario Kart World, as its first exclusive title and a fully new Mario Kart in many years. The premise of Mario Kart is very simple. It is a racing game where you race against others on different tracks, but instead of a realistic approach, the controls are easy and you can receive several items to give yourself a boost or to slow down the other contestants. It is a formula that has worked and created loads of fun for more than 30 years and is still unbeaten. There are many other so-called party racers out there that are essentially clones of Mario Kart, but none have ever come close to create that magical feeling of Mario Kart. There are several new things to do in Mario Kart that sets it apart from its predecessor. Let's first start with what is different for the standard Grand Prix mode, which is what most see as the standard Mario Kart experience. With Grand Prix, you will race on 4 different tracks and receive points at the end of each race, with eventually a winner at the end of all 4 races who has gathered the most points. In the past, this was done by 8 racers. Then on the Wii version, it was increased to 12 participating characters, and for Mario Kart World, they have a whopping 24 characters on the tracks at the same time. It honestly results in utter chaos, but boy is it fun. So much is happening on the screen as all these cute and colorful characters zip by each other and fire shells, banana peels, and other items towards their rivals. It makes the overall scale actually feel way more epic, and the tracks themselves are also much wider to compensate for the increase of characters. Besides the increase in racing participants, what is also different is that after each race, you will head towards the next track in real time. You see, Mario Kart World actually features an open world that you get to explore in free roam mode, but more about that later. But what it basically means is that all the tracks are actually located in specific places in a giant overworld, and after each race in the Grand Prix mode, you and the 23 others will race towards the next track. Now, though that might sound like you will head towards the racetrack and then do the normal race of 3 laps around the track, it actually is not the case at all. The journey towards the racetrack is part of that particular race, and you will only do one single lap around the actual track that you are heading towards. Now, that initially felt a bit weird as I was used to do the 3 laps, but it actually adds to the variety of the track itself, since you are never repeating a large section over and over again. It does mean, however, that most of the particular race is on a straight path that might turn here or there for a little bit, but it will never get too crazy with U-turns or loop-the-loops or massive jumps like the tracks themselves. And speaking of the tracks, they are a mix between completely new ones and old classics like Peach Beach, DK Pass, and more. Instead of driving underneath the water like you could in Mario Kart 7 and 8, you can drive over the water, as your vehicle will then turn itself into a boat or hovercraft. You can also grind on railings to get a bit of a speed boost if you jump off it. The game offers a lot more freedom in movement, and overall it feels refreshing and fun. The world is gorgeous and detailed, with so much to see, and especially the draw distance has been increased. It's colorful, atmospheric, and a lot of fun to race around in. Now then, let's talk about the other biggest change, which is probably what most people are excited about, and that is the open world and the ability to free roam. From the moment you start up the game, you have the option to press a single button and start free roam on a random location in the map. The map itself is huge, and if so desired, you can teleport to any of the points of interest and start exploring from there. You can explore all the tracks to your heart's content, But the real appeal is of course that you can now also go off the tracks and explore the entire world that is at your feet, or in this case, your tires. You can go anywhere and drive through massive canyons, open deserts, lush jungles, or bustling cities. You can do this with either friends or single player, and what is cool about the free roam is that there are actually multiple things to do in the open world, like missions and finding secrets or collectibles. This makes Mario Kart World also way more accessible to those who want to play single player, as it is awesome to roam through the world and do these missions. They are usually very small missions that take a minute or less, like collecting blue coins before they get sucked up in a quicksand, or reach the goal while avoiding enemies that swirl over the track. But also some unique variations, like transforming into a giant truck and driving through barricades and traffic to reach the goal in time, or flying to a mountaintop with a plane while maneuvering through rings in order to maintain speed. The coolest thing though about the open world, in my opinion, is the vibe that you get, as it all feels like a giant road trip or like you're going on vacation. You will come across various diners or sightseeing locations along the roads, and you will actually see other characters like Toads and Yoshis park their cars and get out to take a rest or enjoy the view. If you head down a river, you will see Shy Guys on jet skis or in little kayaks enjoying the rapids. And in the wild, you can come across Yoshis or Toads that are camping and sitting around the campfire. It all creates so much vibe and atmosphere, and it made me smile from ear to ear whenever I found a new detail in this massive world. It honestly made me wish they had an ability to get off your vehicle and just walk around, as it was sometimes a bit difficult to take in all of the small details and characters' behavior on a car that speeds up the moment you push the button. What is also very cool in the game is that each character has different costumes that you can unlock, and you can unlock these in many different game modes. The way it works is that you need to pick up a food item that spawns in specific locations of the map, often at food-related locales like a diner, restaurant, or food stall. You will then get a speed boost and transform into an alternate skin of your character. Some are really nice and cool, like the Sightseer or the Touring skins. Again, having those sightseeing skin or touring skin only adds even more to that feeling that you're going on a road trip. It is very fun to unlock these skins, and it makes you wonder what the other costumes are and give you motivation to keep exploring to unlock them all. Then there's also the knockout mode, which is a bit of a take on the Battle Royale genre, but done with a cool twist. Instead of driving on 4 tracks, you drive from one end of the map to the other end in a straight line and head through different areas with unique climates. With one race, for example, you start out in the desert, but you drive all the way through to the forest meadows up north. The single race will last around 10 minutes or so, and every 2 minutes there will be a checkpoint, and the last 4 racers who do not reach the checkpoint are eliminated. This means that as the race progresses, less and less participants will be in the race, with eventually only one winner when only 4 players are left in total. It is great fun, and you have yet again the ability to unlock costumes or see the world from a different perspective, as it is all now a single race. Then there are also the modes like Time Trial and Battle Arena, and honestly, this game is just chock full of content. It is a worthy new successor to the Mario Kart game series. It offers fun for both multiplayer and also single player, and the open world free roam gives much more variety to the classic Mario Kart gameplay and formula, and feels like a natural evolution. I'm not sure if Mario Kart World is the best Mario Kart ever made, as Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is ridiculously stacked with content if the DLC is included. But rest assured that Mario Kart World is easily in the top 5 of Mario Kart games ever made. In the end, Mario Kart World gets a 9. It is a great start for the Switch 2, and with many more games coming out for the Switch 2, I cannot wait to see what Nintendo has in store for us next.